All right. Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. I want to give double honors to my elder apostles, to my elder bishops, and to my elder teachers of great millstone that rule well, which taught me this truth, who are the true leaders of Israel today. And also peace, love, blessings, and salutations unto the elect. Shalom, shalom to the few sisters, the Akwaf, that listen and follow this truth in sincerity. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwaf. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners out there, man. All right, shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And, this is going to be a quick lesson just through the spirit. Ultimately going into the protection of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're coming into that time. Well, let me say this. We need the protection of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We need divine protection, okay? And as long as we stay in this truth, we endure into the end, we're going to have that, man. Especially with the times that we're coming into. We're going to need that divine intervention, divine protection, okay? Because we already see what this devil has as far as his weaponry, right, with the AI technology, which all of this power was given unto him by the Heavenly Father anyways. And the right hand is stronger than the left, man. So we're coming into that time to where we need that divine protection. I want to start in Ephesians, the 6th chapter, Ephesians 6 and 12, and then I'm going to jump up, right, Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, right? And the rulers of this world, this current rulership is the rulership of the Edomites, okay? The so-called white man, the so-called white people, right? Mainly referring to the top wicked banking elite, okay? So ultimately, at the end of the day, we understand that they're benefiting from the blessing that was given unto them, right? When you go into the account of Jacob and Esau receiving blessings from Isaac in Genesis, the 27th chapter, Isaac, he blessed Esau with the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, and the sword, okay? So ultimately going into dominion over the world, which this devil is currently living out his blessing, but he's at the end of his blessing, right? So that transitioning period is taking place right now before our eyes. That's why all of these prophecies are coming to pass, right? And ultimately we understand that this devil is getting ready to come with that wrath. So we need that protection from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This devil is doing all type of enchantments, right? Satanic rituals, right? Sacrifices. Because ultimately this devil is trying to offer up a sacrifice, right? But just like Cain, during the time of Cain and Abel, Cain's sacrifice was rejected by the Heavenly Father, and Abel's sacrifice was accepted. So guess what? The same thing is happening now. Esau, the wicked elite, right? The small hats, they're offering up a sacrifice on the left-hand side, and it's going to be denied by the Heavenly Father. But we're offering up a righteous sacrifice on the right-hand side, which is going to be accepted. But see, we hope and pray that we're of the elect, okay? Because only the elect is going to be delivered. And ultimately all of Israel, but we're talking about on the first go-around. Now it says, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Yeah, these wicked elite conjuring up demonic, entities to come against us, man. So we need that divine protection from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And how do we get that? By staying in the scriptures, man. By praying, arming ourselves with the armor of the Heavenly Father. Ephesians, Salakia. This is Ephesians 6 and 10. In the subheading, you see the armor of the Heavenly Father. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Heavenly Father, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Okay, so putting on the whole armor. Okay, reading, studying, praying, fasting, doing the work, truly immersing yourself in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That is our armor, okay, which is much needed. All right. Now I want to go here because this is what we're up against. And then I want to go to Psalms, the 91st chapter, and that'll be the lesson. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. This is what we're up against. I just read in Ephesians 6 and 12, spiritual wickedness in high places. Right now, we're seeing how these devils, Nero 47 and his little regime, which ultimately is the wicked elite, which ultimately is the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side. We're seeing how they're talking about bringing back capital punishment. It's already in paper, man. Right? It's already in their what do you call it? In their I want to say constitution, but there is no constitution anymore. But in his wicked decrees, right, with the guillotines and so on and so forth. And hey, when the Lord put the spirit on Elder Apostle Tahar to call out Trump as being Nero, the reincarnation of Nero, the Lord definitely was working with Elder Apostle Tahar, as he always is, because he is Nero 47, bro. He is Nero coming back in the reincarnation. And it's if you go and read and do your research and read up on Nero Caesar, Trump is doing the exact same thing. Nero was nicknamed the Entertainer, if I'm not mistaken, and he was involved in doing a lot of theater and shows and so on and so forth. That's what Trump is doing. He's doing the same thing, man. Just go and read it and look it up. And he was big on public executions, just like Donald Trump is, man. So anyways, Nero 47, we see how they're talking about bringing back the firing squads and so on and so forth, right? And ultimately they want to come against us because Nero, he was heavy. He went against the so-called Christians, which really those were the followers of Yahweh Shai, and he's about to come against us again, right? They already are pretty much drawing it up on how they're going to come against us and so on and so forth, man. So we need Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Revelation 2 and 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So that time of, enduring, right? Our hour of temptation is fastly approaching, right? So we see these things that we are going to have to suffer. Some of us may have to be sent back to the spiritual realm, but it's all good, okay? The Lord is telling us not to fear these things. It says, behold, the devil, Esau, the Edomite, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days for a particular period of time. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So we're fighting for that crown of life, man, immortality. See, this current, a state that we're in, being in these bodies that are subject unto sin, this is temporary. This isn't forever. The Lord is about to raise us up, which he's already begun to do that. Ultimately, we're going to get those new bodies, and we're going to be turned into immortal beings, gods. Okay, like it says in Psalms 82 and 6. Okay, we are gods. All right, but at the end of the day, we die like men because we transgress the Lord. But we're at the end of our captivity. We're at the end of our punishment, man. So we got to stay locked in. Okay, now I want to bring this out because we definitely need that divine protection from Yahushua. Okay, because he's our only way out. Psalms 91, I'm going to start at verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say for the Lord Yahweh, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the Fowler and from the noisome pestilence, right? So he's going to deliver us ultimately from Esau, the Edomite, okay? And ultimately from the second death. When those nuclear warheads is raining down, the Lord is going to beam us up. Lord willing, I'll be of that number. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Yeah, this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, that's our armor, our protection. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by the day. Okay, the nuclear missiles, man. Okay, it says the terror by night. Ultimately, that hour of temptation when all hell breaks loose, right? It's going to be chaos everywhere. So we're going to need that's especially the time we're going to need that divine protection, that divine intervention. Okay, and it says nor for the arrow that flieth by day, right? That 12th hour when those nuclear missiles is being shot off, the Lord is going to protect us from that second death. Just like he did during the time of Noah. He protected Noah during the time of the first death, the time of the flood. And Noah represents the elect. Okay, so we have nothing to fear, man. Okay, except for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall by thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So that's some of the perks of being a Hebrew Israelite, right? So it's not a downgrade to be a Hebrew Israelite, it's an upgrade, right? And we're blessed to understand that, to know that, all right? So when everybody is dropping dead left and right, the Lord is going to have that hedge of protection around us to where we're going to be good, man. Even if we got to be beheaded, it's all good, you see? Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, their destruction, and them going into captivity. You know, the Lord allowing us to put their nobles in fetters of iron, okay, and put them head first into slavery, captivity under us and the rest of the heathen, man. You see, so we're going to have, that's another perk of being a Hebrew Israelite. We're going to have servants, okay, slaves, all right, because thou hast made the Lord Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. We're going to have that protection. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because he hath set his love upon me. Therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. So that's proof we're going to have the name of the Lord before the kingdom, which is so many scriptures that prove that. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. Right? And I'll end off on this. Psalms 34:7. The angel of the Lord Yahweh encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them. So, hey, man, at the end of the day, we got to stay locked in and you know, go all out, man, so we can have that reward of protection and salvation from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Shalom.